I did not like Sword and Shield very much. I got some enjoyment out of it, they did some interesting things, but overall I thought that they were extremely underwhelming compared to what they could have been, and I'm very aware I'm probably preaching to the choir for people watching this video, but the series still did sell extremely well on Switch. There was no real reason for Game Freak to have to innovate if they didn't choose to. Then Pokemon Legends Arceus. They said Arceus in the presentation today. Arceus, I say Arceus, turned out to actually be a surprising step in the right direction, but it was still ultimately a spin-off game, and while I definitely expected some design cues from it to make its way into the next mainline game, I wasn't expecting it to happen so thoroughly or so quick. Guys, this game looks great. The landscape design looks absolutely beautiful while still fitting into the more traditional Pokemon design. The graphics at this point, Look, it's Pokemon. Graphics are not its strongest suit. They probably never will be, but it is a series I'm willing to give a lot more slack, and it's cool to see some actual texture work on some of the models now. The main thing that concerns me at this point are some pretty terrible frame drops, but I mean, they do have time to tighten those up, and Arceus looked a lot rougher in its early stages than it ended up being. That's the main thing for me. I would be very worried about this jump forward if Arceus didn't already exist as a proof of concept. It's been established at this point that Game Freak knows how to make the larger, more complex world of Pokemon work, so I'm really excited for this game, which is the first time I can say that about a mainline Pokemon game in, frankly, a very long time. And as for the starters, the only generation where I've unambiguously loved every single starter design up to this point was Generation 1. And before the nostalgia bait Gen 1er stuff comes up, yes, that obviously exists to a degree, but I actually started Pokemon in Generation 3. I wasn't allowed to watch or play Pokemon for quite a while after it came out. That said, Torchic sucks. Fight me. There's always been at least one design in every subsequent generation where I've just kind of thought, meh. But this time, I love all of them. They all look great, and I honestly think that they look better than the first generation, and I've seen a lot of people saying similar stuff like, wow, Game Freak really killed it. That's such an intangible, subjective thing, and all of these characters are designed by committee through a team of incredibly talented artists, so it's weird that sometimes it can just kind of be decided that Game Freak has nailed it way more than others, but this time I've never seen such a strong, unanimous consensus about how good the designs are. The Chili Pepper Dragon is clearly the best one though, let's get that clear. Look, I'm a working adult immersed in game discourse all the time. It's really hard not to be cynical about basically every game that comes out, and on top of that, the world just kind of really sucks right now. So it feels pretty good to just be able to watch a presentation and say, hey, I'm excited to go on an adventure. I'm sure there'll be a lot more to dissect and pick apart and criticize later, but for today, that's what I'm taking away from this. Bigger videos coming on this channel and my main channel quite soon. See you there.